Was it not live?
Was it not live? Okay, it says we're live. Can everyone hear us? Can I get something in the chat saying that we're on? Excellent connection, it says.
Why don't you text something in the chat box?
Right.
Go do that.
No, I think we're live now. Are we live? Hello.
Just text something.
Excellent connection, it says. Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right. Andre, thank you very much. All right, everyone. So here we are. I am with my assistant here, a.k.a. my partner, who wanted to be on a video. So I said, hey, we could do a live stream, and then you can go ahead and filter out the questions.
And ask some of my own.
And ask some of your own. Mm-hmm. Yo. What's up, Julio? What's up, Milton? What's up, Diego? What's up, RC? What's up, Andre?
Oh, we do know we're live.
We do know we're live now, yeah. It was funny because YouTube was saying, oh, you're not live. But my broadcaster was like, oh, you're live. And it was like, well, which one's which? So, hello, everyone. Yo, we're Dirty Gaming. What's up? Mike, what's up? Is that chat big enough? I feel like it should be bigger. Pop out chat. How's that?
It's great. Okay.
Okay, cool. Do you have any... So we're going to play some Nintendo 64 to start because it's on my computer and we're ready to go. And Google just got activated. So like I said, we're here with special guest. And whatever you guys want to ask questions in here, talk about anything you want to talk about. Gaming, COVID-19, how we're handling it. And then you have some questions as well.
I do.
Okay.
Why don't we just...
So why don't we start with that,
okay.
right?
So
okay.
First of all, most importantly, what game are you going to play?
That's a good question. Do you want to choose a game?
No.
Okay. We could play Mario Party. It's a 2-player game.
I'm really bad at Mario Party. Why don't you play 1-player game so I can field questions? Oh, you already have one. Okay. Can you please create a step-by-step video on how to set up an HDD on the RetroPie 4 image build?
Yeah, I already did.
What is that video called?
It is called, I don't know, but it's called, the V-Man. It's like about a week or two ago. Star Wars Racer, he says. Is that? I don't think that's a game for N64, is it? I know it's, we can't play Rogue Squadron, see how that plays. We'll probably get copyrighted, though. I guess I could turn off the music, right? All right, and we're running on parallel, uncapped FPS now.
Somebody said Galaga?
Galaga. No. I only have N64 on my on this build. I guess I can open up coin ops.
Vision games is a question.
Yeah, that's not my arena. I know that has some issues. Now, where's my mouse at? I know this volume is going to be way too high for some people.
Okay, I have some questions unrelated to that.
Okay. What's up, Richard Junkie?
What was your first job?
My first job? Like under the table, or?
No, because we're not, no.
Oh, okay. Because I used to like mow lawns, hustle
your
lawns.
Your first, like, paycheck, I know a lot of these answers.
It was working for, well, I guess technically it would have been working for, my first job was the farmer's market. I sold pastries at the farmer's market. I guess I just have to I think you know the answer to that as well.
I am the female in the background. Yes. Hi.
Yeah. So there's my assistant / partner in crime.
Take an early morning run over Moss Isley with Wedge Antilles, but keep your eyes open for any suspicious activity.
Let me see. I think I can also mess with the sound within. Select level. I guess I have to play this level to start. Okay.
Turn the game. Did you turn the volume?
I just turned it down. Is that not better?
The Incom T65X wing is the...
And I think can I change it in RetroArch too? I think if I go to I can turn off the audio. Here we go. Chain mixer. No. Can I actually lower it here, or do I have to just lower it on my system?
Fighter that killed a death.
Is that not better? Turn the game volume down. I just turned it down a lot. Is it still too loud?
If the volume's better, please let us know. If it still sucks, let us know.
Can you not hear us? Oh, you can't. If you type, it pauses the game. Not that game. I guess I could go to sound settings over here and just lower the master volume. All right. Oh, here we go. All right, let's try that. 50%, half the volume. You ready for this? All right, let's go to...
You did system sounds.
I know, but it's really, if we do RetroArch, it should do that.
Okay.
That's everything.
Okay.
All right.
Next question, and feel free to type in your questions, guys.
Yeah,
or
but I would
gals.
only work Saturdays or whenever the farmer's market was. It was only 5 hours, and I think I got like $15 an hour. So it was like
good.
$75
$15 an hour
for a day's work.
As a teenager, X number of years ago. Oh, do you have any? I'm gonna skip that one.
Good morning, Wedge. The rest of Rogue Squadron is still back at base, but I thought we could take an early
What was
morning
the first
run for
concert
Baker's
you went to? Oh, somebody wants to thank you for your videos. Milton Luna Rivera.
Yeah, it does sound really good.
Thank you on behalf of Drew.
Luke, I think
Thank
we've
you
got
for
a
your
problem.
thank you.
Yeah,
Is
thank
that my
you.
imagination, or are those Imperial
Oh,
troops
shoot, why
are
shoot?
dead ahead? They're attacking those?
Oh, that turns off the earth.
Yeah, first concert.
Come on, I gotta find out what fire is.
Imperial protect the farmers.
This person's killing all these igloos. You know you're in the shop right now.
Whoops. Am I?
Yeah. So what was the question? What do we want?
First concert?
First concert. See, that's what I was thinking about, because I'm sure I've been to like some smaller concerts before, but like big concerts would have been Korn, who was playing with Stained at the time. You know, it's been a while.
Yep.
Since that.
Fat Belly says, "What's the first pirate game you got?" Winky face. Oh, what? He never.
Well, there's actually a funny story with pirating. Is my brother, way back in the day, was into like Warez sites, WAREZ, and he actually created his own website, and he was basically doing, not ROMs, but doing downloads for, PC games, and he was doing Google Sites or something. I remember his whole problem was like you'd host a file. It's kind of like what Mega is today, where you host a file and then it'll, as like once 20 or 50 or 100 people download it, obviously the file, the link no longer works. Same thing with like, using Google Drive right now, eventually gets overwhelmed. And so I'm sure we downloaded like what did we play? What was that game called? Like something Max, and some of the first GTAs, all that stuff.
Alright, let's see.
But it was primarily PC. As far as emulation, that was way later in my life.
What are your thoughts on the 2TB Nintendo leak?
Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? I mean, if anything, it's going to be good for the hacking and, people making, like we're seeing with this Mario PC port. And from Nintendo, a company that literally, like, it's like Apple computers, right? It prides itself on, am I supposed to kill these?
I don't know.
It prides itself on, I thought I just had to kill all the, is there a way to see more of the map? All the enemies in the
Somebody
map.
said that they're getting dizzy, I can see that.
Oh, sorry. I thought there's some more in this town somewhere. What was
your thoughts on the 2TB Nintendo leak?
Yeah, for a company that prides themselves on secrecy, and you never know what the next product's going to be, and they are like go after every single thing that emulators, ROMs, hacks, music. They don't even let you stream their stuff half the time. I'm kind of glad it happened, but I'm sure we're gonna see some cool stuff come from it.
Okay. We got a love all the videos. Thank you, Drew. Your kid was cute the other day from Cookies USA. Aww.
Dang, she actually watched the whole video. See, a lot of people missed the kid shot. For the people that only watched the first few minutes of my video.
Someone said, Mike Wilson, I've got a MAME, M-A-M-E question?
Yeah.
I don't.
We'll see.
Oh.
A MAME is, what does it stand for? Multi-arcade cabinet something. Oh, there's a red dot. I've been looking all over for these red dots.
The follow-up was, I'm trying to compile a no-nag version of MAME 179 or 180, but I'm getting an error. Can you compile the latest MAME, without any issue?
I do not know that answer to that question. Sorry. Somebody in the chat probably does, though. My theory is always just find one that's already been done.
Jay Hobbs, thanks for all the bids. Here's a question, or she, or whomever. It's Is it as simple to just plug in both arcade sticks / buttons and a couple of controllers to an RPI? So depending on the game, you can use either controller? Question mark.
Yeah, it should auto, depending on what emulator you're using, it should auto detect. Once you've set up a controller the first time, it saves your controls in a little file. So, you don't have to ever do it again. Do you have to kill this guy? Like, I keep swinging around to kill this one guy.
Try.
I remember beating this level, you don't have to kill every single thing. But this one little stormtrooper, later kid. Once you set up a controller, it sets up a config file for you. And that config file saves, so yeah, anytime you restart your Pi, it'll have all those controls pre-saved in for you. So yeah, you can easily swap. There's the last guy. You can easily swap between an arcade stick and a controller. Oh my god, we just had to kill that one guy that whole time.
When you were emulating, what system do you end up using, as there are so many now? Good question.
So when is that a question of, because there's multiple emulators per system?
Just from your.
I don't think that's the question. I think the question is, now that you have 15,000 games, what do you find yourself actually playing?
Let's go with that. Yep.
Yeah, and I would say more advanced games. Like, as much as I love Atari, and I actually just was working on a video earlier today on Atari. I was not listening to what I had to do in this mission. Oh, okay. Protect the, I guess the city, eliminate the Imperial forces. Okay. Well, I'll look for red dots. Okay, here we go. We got some red dots. Oh, we got some TIE fighters now. So I think we also got a missile gun.
You were saying you were working on a video?
Yeah, and I was playing Atari, and like Tempest and, Centipede, great games. but I can't sink like an hour into them. Well, there's Village is really torn now. Where like Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo. As far as I was thinking about what is a game I want to spend a lot of time on again, and I've actually beat a lot of. I beat Nintendo. If you look at my videos, I have a whole video where I beat those Super Nintendo Zelda, and I beat the Nintendo Zelda already. But those type of games I tend to really enjoy. Anyway, so the next game I'd like to do is, on the Super Nintendo at least, is Donkey Kong Country 2 and potentially Donkey Kong Country 3, because I love the first one so much. And the second one I've gotten really far. I just can't remember if I beat it or not, and even going that far, I would love to beat it again.
Okay.
Great.
I don't know if you can answer this. Where do you recommend to download ROMs?
Yeah, we're not allowed to say that.
So the official answer is you don't recommend anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll let the chat write it, because I don't have the chat on my screen here, so whatever you all say here is just for you people to see. You know, what happens in Drew's chat stays in Drew's chat.
Well, do you know of a source where I can get a precompiled version of MAME 64 version 179 or 180?
Escort valuable rebel supplies
Says
with
Michael.
dangerous imperial
Which version?
humid lands of
Oh,
Yeah.
that was his question.
One.
Oh, didn't you already? No. Yeah.
Yeah. Already got that one.
Well, you got this one. This is the other one.
Is there a second radar, RC, that I don't know about? Hold on, I want to make sure I'm on the right mission.
Yep.
Okay, so we did this one. Now we're on Marquette.
escort valuable rebel supplies.
So I have a question for you. What did you think about the new Star? We just watched what we saw all three of the
What was
episode
Incom T-65
7, 8, and
fighter
9.
that killed
Was
the
that?
Death
We just saw
Star.
9.
It was pretty disappointing.
But you have a thing for Adam Driver. No, I'm just kidding. I know.
Rogue
No.
Squadron. This is General Riken.
The other guy.
One of
though.
our shuttles will rendezvous with a
Who's
small
the other guy?
convoy from local resistance on
Oh,
Marquette.
the guy
when
that
it first
plays,
traveled through Imperial territory. They carry
okay.
equipment and
Yeah,
supplies vital to the
the
rebellion.
fighter pilot.
Your mission is to rendezvous with that convoy and escort
Anyway.
it
Who
to
fights
the
on the
landing
rebels.
zone.
Right.
Good luck.
What's up, Lawrence? How's it going?
Okay, so Julio says, I have a dolphin bar. Are there any images made specifically just for light gun games?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I don't know of any yet. I don't know of any yet. But my understanding is, you know, a lot of those games are fairly large. That's a good question. I haven't really looked, and nothing has come up. So, not that I know of. Does anybody else in the chat? If there's someone in the chat knows, that'd be great. A lot of images have a lot of light guns just to start. A lot of images have light gun games. It's just not in their own category. I think I can kill them before I run into them. That was a game of chicken with these chicken walkers.
Nate Quintero is saying, are you ever going to create and come out with your own RetroPie image?
No, because I'm actually not the most amazing image creator. I'm not that meticulous, if you will. And also, that's just not, you know, I would rather, then I'm a biased reviewer.
J-Hop
Plus, I think at this point I have so much, you know, like, it's like, there'd be too much pressure to perform, you know? And if it was even one or two things messed up, people are like, wow, you messed up. So it's just, yeah. Plus, like, you guys see me review stuff all the time. Like, I'm still impressed that people like Virtual Man, Wolfnose, and all the other great image creators, the Dirty Team, all of them are continually just make it better and better and better. Like, as you see, they're making stuff faster than the RetroPie people themselves are.
I have a question for you, Drew.
Yes.
Do your viewers ever say that your answers are too long-winded?
I don't know, let's ask them.
Are Drew's answers too long-winded?
If they only knew how long my videos actually were before I edited them.
Yeah. J-Hob says thanks for that.
You're welcome, buddy. They're killing my fleet over here.
I'm not sure what this question is, but I was wondering what system, i.e. Raspberry Pi or Odroid or PS Classic, etc.
Oh, if you had to choose between the three, what would you go with?
Let's
That TIE Fighter flew right underneath.
Sure. Let's do that.
These guys are really hard to see with them. Obviously you want to go with the most powerful one. So I'll give it a couple categories. You'd have to have like a couple categories. You know, I call these the ultimate question. Right? It's like, if you could only choose one, what would you choose? And unfortunately, life's not like that, right? A lot of life is either you get, what is it? You've seen that triangle before. It's like quality, price, and speed. Pick any two, right? So that's the same thing here. Price and kind of quality, PlayStation Classic, right? For sure the cheaper of all those options. Quality, go with the Raspberry Pi 4, no doubt in my mind, or the Odroid. I think the Odroid XU4 and the Raspberry Pi 4 is more of an interesting debate. I honestly haven't been playing with the Odroid very much, and I know that it was much faster than the Pi 3B Plus. They're just so similar now at this point. I would say go with whichever one you can get cheaper. But I have a feeling that as far as future-proofing, the Raspberry Pi 4 is going to have a little bit more stuff going on with it, especially because it's fairly newer and it's got the branding behind it. Not saying that it's a better brand, but just it's a more popular brand.
Lawrence Miser says, "What's up, Drew?" And Randy Slim 76 says, "Long time, Drew."
Yo, Randy Slim. No, all these people used to came in my. Are you guys dizzy yet? Come in the stream. He's right behind me. Can I do like a flip all the way around?
Game Core says, "Is it really worth it?"
Do you guys see that move there? It made me dizzy, but God, didn't it? What did Game Core say?
Is it really worth it to go for the 4G instead of the 2G RAM?
So my understanding is no, that in Emulation Station, the most amount of RAM it's using at any given time is like 1.4 gigabytes. So you're not even using that RAM. However, when you do use applications like Kodi, for example, to do any kind of streaming or, whatever you're going to use Kodi for. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the next question. There's a rumor that Drew is balding, which is why he wears the cap. Is that true? I can answer that.
Yeah, she can answer that.
So Drew's not balding, but he doesn't like to do his hair unless he absolutely has to, and it looks really messy unless he wears a cap.
Yes, and we're in quarantine. I need a haircut.
Well, you've always worn a cap on your videos.
On my videos.
So he's not balding, but he does not.
Plus, in my last video, my light gun video, which I posted yesterday, I recorded probably 2 or 3 days ago. I did not wear. I actually had to shoot that video over 2 or 3 days because I just didn't have time. Did I lose? I think I might have lost.
The shuttle is clear. You'll pick up the rest of this target. The Rebel Alliance will appreciate those supplies, especially after we lost Yavin.
I lost my. What was I answering? Oh, the video. Yeah, if you go to that light gun main video, the Area 51 one I just did, I shot it over a few days, and I wasn't wearing a hat at one point because my hair was actually done because I was working on something else where I was in a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
So I had to do my hair. So I left it off. But no, and balding doesn't run in my family either.
It does.
I mean, receding hairline does. Balding. No balding in the back.
All right.
I don't know what I just did.
But okay.
I think I just left.
All right. Do you want a new question, Andrew?
Yeah, of course. Keep them
coming. What is a pet peeve that you have?
Oh, that's your question.
Yeah.
I was like, are they asking me that?
I don't think so.
My pet peeve is not enough questions.
Not enough questions.
Favorite controller? Well, this one, like I said, I've been super telling everyone about this. It's amazing. The SN30 Pro Plus controller. Battery life's insane. It works on my NVIDIA Shield. It works on...
It's really good. I've used it. I have.
Yeah, that's right. You played Sonic the Hedgehog on it.
It feels really smooth. And
it's one of your favorite games, huh?
It's one of the only ones I'm okay at, yeah.
Let's play
Mega Boss A.
Oh,
sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. What's up, guys? Was wondering who is offering the best pre-built RetroPie.
I knew that was going to be that. I want to do this core. That's why.
You can't answer the best, right? You can.
I can answer the best.
Who?
The best retro, and it depends. Are you talking Raspberry
Pre-built
Pi 4, Raspberry
retro
Pi 3? Are you saying 128 gigabytes, 256, 512?
That was the whole question?
Yeah, can you tell me which board you're talking about?
Yeah. Which pre-built RetroPie are you referring to?
I want to go down back
All
to
right.
Micro Machines. I just did the wrong emulator core.
Okay, Cookies USA says, have you ever heard of a company in California called Shark Tank Media? I saw the light gun video, and they were the only one with the May Flash Dolphin bar. Have you heard of Shark Tank Media?
No.
Okay. How have you been, Drew? Randy Slim wants to know.
So I've heard of the just back to the light gun question. People are telling me to try that new light gun that had like a Kickstarter. It starts with like an S. Somebody could probably say it in the chat. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to check that out. The other one, I've actually never checked out the aim track. My understanding is that the aim track is actually sold out a lot of places. And so, what the hell? What did I do? I clicked on something wrong here. Or this is the wrong content here. Oh, okay. What? Did I not play Micro Machines? Is this the wrong ROM? Oh, maybe I hit the wrong. You got that?
Yep.
Okay. I thought I would play Micro Machines. Maybe I clicked the wrong game, huh? Oh, wow. Mickey's, Midways. Am I like totally going blind? I guess they don't have Mickey's, Midways, Monster Truck. I'm looking for Micro Machines. Am I like totally losing it? Lego Racers, Hot Wheels. Don't worry, my wife's gonna be back. My mom was calling. Our son is with her right now, babysitting. This is our free time. Okay. Huh. So we will keep the questions coming. We're gonna go back in, and I feel like I might have, by clicking on it, it went away. Wow. Kobe Bryant, R.I.P., bro. All right, if we're not gonna play that, what's another good racing game? What do you think? Premier Manager. We could try Rush. We got Pod Racer too. We can always play some Superman. Did you guys see the new Tony Hawk? Maybe we should play some Tony Hawk in regard to the new release. That's something I'm excited about. I might just buy a PlayStation just for that. What do you think, 2049 or Extreme?
Love the 8-bit dough. Yeah, the 8-bit dough is amazing. Cruising Exotica.
I mean, it's okay. The thing with Cruising the thing with the cruising games, I like them a lot. They're a little too easy for me. Watch I say that and then I just totally suck at it.
Did you answer the question?
Yeah, just start over.
What's the first game you rage quit?
That's the thing. Like, you've never seen me rage.
Yeah, Drew doesn't really rage.
But my brother does.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Let's see.
I've been playing like Counter-Strike with my brother, where he's like, that's a game I like to still play today, Counter-Strike. I used to play Counter-Strike back in like Half-Life 1.6. And like, if he doesn't do well, he'll get like really upset. And like, he'll uninstall the game and stuff.
So Nate Quintero has a follow-up. Big fan, and thank you for answering my question. I think me and the community would strongly appreciate an image from you. And with our help, I'm sure you would make the ultimate one. 3 exclamation points. Wow, that's really nice. And I don't think Drew's gonna do it. But thank you for the vote of confidence.
Yeah. The other thing is I do want to kind of separate myself from, you know, anything that has ROMs attached to it. If you guys know, I don't upload, I don't post any of that stuff. I just don't want that to ever be an issue. I don't think it ever will be. Like, ROMs are super small offense, but at the same time, I just don't want to, you know, get to that area when everyone else is already doing it. So why take the potential risk when, you know, yeah. So that's kind of, if you're wondering why, like, that's pretty much it.
Round 2, it says, what does Drew do for a living?
Yeah, we're going to avoid that question. But yes, I have a full-time job.
Yeah.
Otherwise, besides this. And it was not affected by coronavirus, luckily, yet.
He's not being secretive to be secretive. He just likes to separate his YouTube with his outside life. It's not some weird
I don't do anything illegal.
Yeah. Hey Drew, Ricardo Arroyo says, hey Drew, I have a Pi 4B for gigs. Is it possible to get a Logitech wheel to work with it?
I believe so, yeah. I'm actually working on a couple videos. I'm working on a trackball video, and I'm actually not working with a steering wheel video, but for a long time there, I was actually researching steering wheels. I know that Logitech makes a couple of them. One more catered to the PlayStation and the Xbox, and one more catered to the computer, and they're more high-end, so I don't know. I think what you want, though, is you want to play like old-school arcade games that require like the steering wheel, like MAME games. And yeah, absolutely, those will work. Depending on which one you get, the more you start getting into like the trackball and the light gun scene, I mean, as long as there's inputs, like there's a, you know, X, a Y, and there's different accesses, you can, depending on which version of MAME you're running, you can absolutely get that stuff to work. Now, as far as which ones are the best ones, I don't know yet, but if you just Google people, there's already people that, you know, have set these things up, and you can check it out. But that would be a cool video as well. I don't know if you saw that when I was trying to set up the light gun. Right around that same area is a setup for a steering wheel, and so it would be something similar to that. Wow.
Doomy5, hey Drew, how are you doing, bud? When do you think Vulkan for the Pi 4 will come out? And do you think when we have the most games are gonna run? When we have that, most games are gonna run. Did you get that question? When do you think the Vulkan for Pi 4 will come out?
I'm running on the wrong emulator, that's why I have to switch this out. I think there's been some articles already written about all this. I'm on the wrong emulator, I think. Yeah, exactly. Reset core. There you go.
I just want to point something out. When it's women in their YouTube channels, they'll answer a lot of questions about themselves and like their lives. But when it's,
somebody asked what I did for a living.
Yeah, that's the one question outside of like
about, you know,
retro gaming.
Help me with my setup.
Right. Which is just interesting, right? Let's see. So
which
Vulkan,
is fine.
Yeah,
If
no, you know, I'm just observing. It's just very different from what I'm used to. So Vulkan for the Pi 4, and do you think when we will have the most games that are going to run?
Yeah, I mean, I would not get your hopes too far up. I mean, at a certain point, it's literally just a hardware limitation, but as you see with this Nintendo 64 emulator, I'm actually running on Parallel. I did one video on Parallel, and it's running on a Vulkan. I imagine that's partially why this question was asked as well. And but my understanding is it's coming very soon to the RetroPie. And mind you, the graphics are not amazing. It's more the FPS and the smoothness of the emulation.
Agrodo says, hello everyone, cheers from Argentina. Hey, how's it going down there?
Yeah, how's Argentina holding up?
Let's see. What are your thoughts? Oh, this is Hoosier. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Benjamin. What are your thoughts about the 512 or 512 gigabyte Retro Bliss image?
Yeah, that's my main image I rock from Virtual Man. I think he's streaming right now too. When I came on, I saw him streaming. So cool dude, and it's a great image. These, both the Wolfeno's image and his image. There's two main base images that I'm really liking right now, and those are the Dirty Gaming's image, and then Virtual Man is running off like a 2-play hybrid image that you put a lot of effort into. And so, yeah, if you have the 512, honestly, and people in the chat can probably answer as well, like, it's getting up there to bulletproof. Like, it's pretty much got it all, for sure. But I think these discussions also have to talk about, price to performance. Like, with just a few extra $100, you could build yourself a laptop and continue running those games, N64, everything at full speed. And then as far as price, you can get, a phone or Raspberry Pi Zero. So I think that's the bigger question that, people who are just getting into the scene or you're thinking about emulating for the first time should be looking at all of that from like the starting point of that. But as far as if you already have a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus or 4, yeah, that image is solid.
So Round To It was saying that they played Beetle Adventure with their son when he got home from school, and then the follow-up comment was, when your son/daughter grows up, what's the first game you're going to introduce them to? Ooh.
Yeah.
I have thoughts, but go ahead.
And just fun fact, my wife's first car was a new VW Bug, right? Oh no, you drove your mom's Volvo for a while.
I had a Volvo.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway.
But you had a green guacamole.
It was my first, my car.
Avocado color.
That wasn't my choice.
Beetle.
That's what they had at the lot. Okay.
You didn't want to get the turbo one?
I wanted, I don't know. So what game are you going to introduce your son to?
Yeah, so our son really likes, so far, watching videos and photos of himself. So, yeah, we'll see.
My vote would be something classic, like
Mario.
Okay. Mike K. Hi, I just got a few coin-op packs, but not installed yet. Do you end up with dupes from different packs, or do they tend to overwrite duplicates?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's actually not that great. It's not perfect. Oh, wrong emulator. So reset core. It's not that simple. And, RC from the NYC's talked, he's left some comments on this as well, that some of them are like foolproof, and then others of them, like, somebody just threw it together, it seemed like. But if you follow my videos, depending on what pack you're adding on, you can you can see which ones worked and which ones didn't. Some of them have fixes, and so, but for example, if you watch my N64 video, I added the N64 pack, and it didn't overwrite some of the games, and now there's duplicates, for example. So, to my point, it's not always that way.
Speaking of RC from the NYC, he said, folks, please go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Thanks for that. That's nice of you.
Dang. Nice. Good call.
Let's see. All right. This isn't so much a question, but Fat Belly said, I would love to see a poker game, poker arcade games only image, ... Poker arcade games.
Interesting, like Texas Hold'em, and I imagine some slot machines and things.
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Buy stats and buy tricks.
Okay, Mike K also asks, is there an easy way to make custom playlists? For instance, highlight all the trackball games, or all ball... Whoa.
I want to make sure that it was working.
Okay. Or all... Sorry, guys. Light gun games in my CoinOps collection and save into a custom playlist. So,
you got to
easy way to make custom playlists, Drew.
Yeah. You just got to go into press select and do custom game settings, and then if the game setting, if these collections don't already exist, you can easily play with the you can easily play with these files you can play with these config files with when you open up your there's like a when you network into your Pi, you can go ahead and grab those files and do it from there. Someone else can explain what I'm trying to explain in the chat. But yeah, absolutely. You can put anything on the emulation station that you want.
Gabriel Prandini says, "Hey Drew, love your videos, but I thought you'd get more into emulation on the Shield. What happened? Nevertheless, thanks for all the tips. Cheers from Vancouver." Ooh, Vancouver, Canada. Is it as beautiful as they say it is? Because we've never been. Have you been?
No, where did we go? We went to Montreal?
Yes. Totally different.
No, I understand.
Yeah, so what happened? Why didn't you get into emulation on the Shield?
Yeah, well, what would you like to see? Because I showed Dreamcast. I showed like how to add ROMs, how to get RetroArch on there. What else would you like to see?
Let us know, Gabriel. Eduardo Velasquez says, "Will you ever get a Mr. FPGA?"
No. I mean, probably not. Yeah. It's just not my thing. I'm not as into that as a lot of other people are.
Doomy5. "Hey Drew, have you ever thought of playing a Zelda OOT randomizer for a stream?"
No, I have not. That's a good idea.
Hoosier, is it Hoosier or Hoosier? Benjamin. "Have you ever tried..." I'm just speaking out loud. "Have you ever tried the Supreme Pro RetroPie build?"
The base. Is he talking about the base image?
That's all the information I have.
I think he's talking about the
build. He said the Supreme Pro RetroPie build.
Yeah. I think he's talking about the new base image. And I didn't grind that. My C button's on my analog stick, and it's kind of hard.
Do people like watching this game?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you guys like watching? What is this?
Yeah,
Tony Hawk?
We'll take requests.
Is this okay?
And they're about to re-release this
Yeah,
game.
Drew will take her video game request. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear about it?
I probably read it. L Trucker said, "Yo Drew, do you still have your bar top?" Yeah, he does. He does. I'm looking at it right now.
That's the vertical.
I didn't.
The 2-player one, I do not. I sold that. And then I'm hoping that Game Room Solutions hooks me up with a new one, because I want to check out their 30-inch cabinet, and so I'm excited to check that one out when it comes.
Round 2, it says, "Would you like to do YouTube full-time, or is what you are doing now just right? Have you thought about taking your channel in a different direction, i.e. news, reviews, etc.? From London, England." Oh, hey.
Hey. That's a good question.
That is a good question. We went to London a couple years ago. It was lovely.
That's right. We did all the touristy things.
Well, I mean, you have to. It was our first time there. Would you?
Well, and we've talked about this too, but you'll see, like, I'll throw out a video every once in a while where it's kind of not necessarily retro gaming related, and a lot of the YouTube algorithms, they've pretty much identified my channel as like a gaming educational tutorials, so it's really hard to like break out of that. And so, to be honest, my best bet would probably be to start a second channel. But let me answer the first question. Full-time YouTuber, yes and no. Like, I honestly wouldn't feel comfortable, because I feel like whenever your income comes from one source and you're I'm at mercy of YouTube, which is this, I mean, I don't know about you all, but like with everyone staying at home right now, you would think I'd be getting all these views, but if anything, more and more people are making videos, so you have an oversaturated market of just tons and tons of content.
Which, good for them.
Yeah, it's great for YouTube. And then you have advertisers. A lot of advertisers are not spending money. You got people like Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus, or I'm just naming American companies, but they're filing for bankruptcy. They're reducing their ad spending, and so the money on YouTube is probably kind of going towards temporarily, and and then what happens if YouTube's like, oh, sorry, you know what, we actually have to cut your revenue in half, and if I have to feed my kids off that revenue, like, that's really unfortunate. So, but as far as like a pipe dream, like, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I mean, it would be cool. It definitely wouldn't be on the like top of my list.
So Hoosier followed up with the have you ever tried Supreme Pro RetroPie build with it's the base image?
Yeah. Yes, I have, and it's very good. It's, I mean, and just so you know, Virtual Man also has a base image too. That's really good as well. I would go between those two for sure.
Robert Weavers from the Netherlands, hello. He says,
can I add to that last question?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because I know RetroPie just released their new RetroPie version, but honestly, if I was to build a new image, I would use one of those two pre-made ones I just mentioned, because they have like the Hersey theme randomizer, the overclock scripts, like all that stuff is already done with you, and I don't have to go pull out a keyboard and manually add all these scripts that I'll probably use most of them. You know, everything from custom splash screens to the themes, theme randomizer, all that, you know, easy partitioning. You know, these are really cool tools that are pre-done for you. And then as far as the performance of the image, it's very similar between those options.
Okay, so Robert says, hey Drew, Robert Weavers, will the Wolfenose 256 gigabyte image for the Pi 4 fit on a 256 gigabyte mini SD?
So, say that one more time. Wolfenose's 256 will fit on a
256 gigabyte mini SD.
What is a mini SD?
Micro SD?
It depends on the brand. It totally depends on the brand. Do they not have Tetris on here? They have Tetris.
Oh, they should. I would play Tetris.
Yeah.
I mean.
How would you? Maybe we could switch.
No. You play. Okay. They came for you.
Yeah, but they want to see your skill. There we go. The new Tetris.
I don't know that they do. Okay. So it depends on, what does it depend on, Drew?
What brand? Go with the Samsung Evo Plus. But if I remember right, I was talking to Wolfenose, and I think he uses that same card, the SanDisk Ultra. But with the 512 gigabyte, you definitely want a Samsung, not the SanDisk on the 512.
Okay, great. Andre Vandal says, hey Drew, what's your favorite fighting game?
When I was a kid growing up, I always liked Primal Rage. Again, if you guys see me, I'm not very good at these fighting games, okay? I very much like playing them, but I'm not very good. So back to that is, okay, now...
I don't know how to use this, hold on. Okay.
And then up and down with the D-pad.
Yep.
You gotta go down.
No. Okay.
Your opponent's...
Oh, I'm looking, I was looking. Okay.
Whew,
that is not good. Go ahead, answer the question.
Do you hunt for Tetrises, or do you just try to play the board?
I am definitely a hunter, but I am not beyond just playing kind of scrappy.
Cool. By the way, this is something I do in my free time. I watch a lot of World Tetris game highlights.
Yes, he gets emotional.
I get very emotional watching the Tetris championships. And Jonas, Jonas and the JDM guy is they're both very good and very, you can tell they're good people.
They're very humble.
Yeah.
So we skipped Ronnie Britton. Sorry, Ronnie. That's unintentional. Ronnie's right there.
Robert? Oh, Ronnie. Anyone get the boot from SD to HD to work with the Pi?
So Ron, anybody else? I mean, I got it to work. It works on mine.
Robert said thanks. Yeah. Robert, what kind of SD card do you have?
Oh, I won.
Yeah, because you're playing against an opponent.
So you want me to turn them to hard?
Let's change
What
it
is
to
he
hard.
at right now? Easy?
Medium.
No, medium's.
Let's do hard.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta crank it up.
Okay. Oh, someone liked the shed video. Yeah, so Drew's been kind of toying with the idea of doing more videos about things that aren't just about retro gaming. He's laughing because I've been asking him to. So what would you guys be into if it wasn't just...
Yeah, we'll give you a little hint. So we were on our hike earlier. We dropped our young one off and we went on a hike. And then we're like, she wrote on the calendar that we would work on a video today. She's like, I'm going to hold you to it. We're finally going to make a video together. And then on the hike, I was explaining to her that, like, if we just did a Q&A video and uploaded it, I don't think everyone. I don't think it would have done that well necessarily. But I thought if we can mix in some gameplay and just hang out and talk with the chat, that would probably be a little more better, more receptive.
I don't think that's the question.
Right. Okay. I'm just, me. I'm long-winded.
Yes.
So then we were thinking about what other videos, and give you an idea is I still have to do a review of my Roomba robot. I have some mini arcade things over there.
Right.
And I thought she would be like the videographer and kind of play around. But back to his question of non-RetroPie stuff. If you notice, my channel says reviews, so I'm honestly willing to review anything.
What are you guys into?
And I review Shed. I reviewed the Shed.
Yeah.
Like later in the summer, we need to re-stain our deck, power wash it, fill in the holes, and stain it, which will be a lot of work. But that would if you make the video still fun and interesting, it could be cool. Right. Oh, that another video. Okay, here's a video that I'm thinking about doing. That was
horrible.
Oh, you cleared it though.
Well,
So there's a video I was thinking about, which was I haven't ridden my motorcycle in a while because having kids and just been busy, and so I was like, oh, I can go put my GoPro on my helmet and then go around San Francisco because I like driving through San Francisco and I like San Francisco. Oh, I don't think you're gonna get it.
Oh my God, this is.
And so
nightmare.
it was gonna be a post-pandemic. What does San Francisco look like in May 2020 video? And take my drone out, take some drone shots. Take some shots, kind of like a vlog type of thing. So let me ask you all, would you be interested in that? Or I feel like my time's better off spent reviewing something
so bad,
gaming related.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
So yeah, what do you guys think?
Okay, next question. Al Trucker, like the Shed video. Thanks, dude. And I made a follow-up video on that Shed. The Shed working great. It works great.
Yeah, it looks the same.
Looks the same. What's my favorite
anime? I'm actually not that into anime. I know. I probably should be. Can you recommend me some animes that we should be interested in? The only I'm not even gonna say it, but I've seen the mainstream ones.
My neighbor Totoro. That's like the one we watched.
Is that what we watched?
Yeah.
And then I've seen Ghost in the Shell and stuff like
that. I have some RetroPie and SPI Case Plus and the Pi 3B Plus, and I want to put them together to give my brother for COVID-19 gaming kit. What is your very stable, good build that my brother will never have to touch?
Good question.
Yeah. How big is the SD card you have, David? Okay, PS, small size is better. That's funny you say that because
this is going south really fast.
Yeah, you're dead. Just throw it.
No.
Oh
God.
You got
it. Oh God. Can we do it again?
So I would probably put. I want to remember if the Emulga image works that way or not. You want to play that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice controller, huh?
It's very nice.
Okay. I want to say I would give a recall box over RetroPie, especially if they're new, just because it's so simple to use. And I want to say the Emulga one was one of my favorites, but I think that was on an older version of recall box. And it's funny, I recently was planning on rechecking that one out, but I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Leave me a comment in one of my other videos because I actually have that same exact setup as yours, an SPI case with that as the one I bring to people's houses, and I forgot what image I'm running on it, but it's just a little 32 gigabyte image, and yeah, to your point, yeah, you just want something basic that has Nintendo through N64, and it runs well, and it's easy to use, not a lot of tinkering necessary.
Would you suggest, would love to see front-end suggestions on the Shield, also trying to run GameCube and Wii at full speed, a lot of hit and miss.
So Gabriel, I don't have the NVIDIA Shield Pro. I have the NVIDIA Shield, the cheaper one. I don't know what you call that one. The 2. And so I need to get a Pro if I want to run more GameCube and stuff like that. So I'll think about getting one in the future for a future video. They're super expensive right now because I don't know what Intel's doing, but I don't know if you know. Wow, you got them.
That was
Good job.
yeah. Thanks.
You got Balam. They were like sold out for a while, and there's like a shortage. So I could go get the older version, the 2017 version, which is just as powerful, which I might do. So that's a good suggestion. I will write that one down.
Should I change the name to Drew?
Doesn't matter. I just been doing that since I set up the name.
Okay.
Cookies power wash today. Cookies knows about DJ Roomba.
Oh, of course.
It's funny you say that because my wife and I just watched the whole season of Parks and Rec from start to finish about 6 months ago.
Like a month ago.
No.
Like literally back in March or April, yes.
No, we were done in March.
We finished right around the time Shelter in Place.
Yeah. So, and that was my first time watching Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
You had already seen it all. But great show. DJ Roomba. It's all about the entrepreneurship. And now we're watching Community. We're on season 3? Season 4?
Something like that.
Wow, you're doing a left well? Left?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called left.
Okay. Are you? Do they even want to watch Tetris like that?
Yeah, I mean, we'll take requests.
Yeah.
Is your neighbor selling their house? Actually, the person across the street just sold their house.
Do you want to be neighbors?
I mean, honestly, I'm probably one of the louder neighbors.
It's just that his voice carries.
You can hear my voice.
He doesn't yell, but he has a very loud speaking voice.
And then my home theater setup's pretty loud.
We're so good.
We've got a lot of bass over here. You're going with the dual well.
I mean,
you're gonna have a drought here.
I'm gonna go.
So you got one. You want to definitely use that. Okay. You're gonna want to burn a few pieces here.
This does not feel good.
I would burn some, but
what do you mean burn some?
that means get rid of some lines.
Okay.
But that's not good because now you're stuck.
All right.
I would burn that over there.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh jeez.
It'll be fine.
You're stressing me out over here.
Yeah. It's good.
I'm really interested. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a burn.
I have a
That was a good burn right there.
strategy. Don't worry about it.
Okay. A really good anime you might like is Fate, the Fate series.
Okay, I'll write that down here. And do I have to buy that?
I just
Can
got
I stream it?
Is that okay?
I imagine I have to.
Find it in alternative means.
Oh, look at that, Drew. Look at the screen.
Oh, nice.
Gotham Bros here.
Oh, hey, got him, bro. Drew Talks, I sent a donation. Did you get it? Tell your friends, got him, bro. Says hello. Hey,
Hey,
got him,
bro.
We have I don't know if got him, bro, you know this, but we have a really big dog at our house that I think would like.
Yeah, so Spirited Away, I actually have seen. I need to watch it again. Evidently, it's like, if you go to IMDb, it's like in the top 100 videos of all time. And so I remember I watched it, and I was a little lost at the time, but I have to rewatch it now to get around to it. Mm-hmm. You want to try a different game? You like, what game do you like? Oh,
Let me borrow this.
NBA Jam, he's heating up. Penny Racers.
How big is the property, Cookies USA? I mean, it's like...
It's not that big.
It's like, it's a 4-3 house, 4 bedrooms. The one that was for sale, 3 baths. Like average.
Here, try this game.
Yes, got him, bro. The breed of dog is just large. We just call it a large breed dog.
It could be a bad dog sometimes.
It is a big dog. It's a very big dog. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Doomy. Another anime you like is called Your Name. So is the anime actually called Your Name, or is it called Drew?
I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing?
Press start.
I thought.
I have to. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Maybe you can
Okay, sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Bye, RC from the NYC. I'll tell Drew that you're heading out. We are ready. It is culture game. Okay. Ooh. Let's do that one. You leave me with this game for a minute and nothing. That's what happened.
You got to the loading screen.
Yeah, but who's player 2?
Oh, did you went into 2-player mode maybe?
That, yeah.
Oh, you're multi.
RC from NYC had to go. So he said
Peace out, bro. So Cookies and RC from the NYC are from New York. How are you guys doing?
You know, I know New York was one of the biggest hit cities by all this.
Is.
And Cookies is like, I want to get out of here. Do you want to get out of here before all this happened or after?
Now that Drew's gone.
Oh,
something spicy. I can tell you guys
pretend I'm
something.
not here.
So something spicy about Drew is that he cannot tolerate spicy food whatsoever. When we went to Thailand, they would say, "What level of spice?" And he said, "No, please don't, nothing." He's a pretty open book, though.
Wow. How much do I have to pay you to say that?
Andre Vandal said pee break.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hopping wheelies, baby.
Cookies USA. What's the property tax rate in New York?
It's about
Cookies said that they pay too much.
in California, it's about 1.1%.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, a little less.
I thought, yeah.
It's about a little shy. Just very. It's not quite 1.1. It's not less than 1.
But the thing is, the houses are crazy expensive. So
Yes.
1% of $1 million is still 10K. Right?
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 1% because I know somebody who owns $1 million house and they pay more than 10. I want to say like $1 million house would cost you closer to like.
All right, Doomy5 says you have to go. Have a great day.
Thanks for stopping by and saying what's up.
Cookies USA, been looking to leave for 3 years. I paid 15G on the property tax for a 100 square foot by 75 square foot lot. Oh my God, get out of there. Come over here, the weather's better.
Yeah, the weather's way better.
It's better, people are less
New Yorker
openly aggressive. They're more like passive aggressively aggressive, but get out of there. You can find cheaper than that here.
Got 'em.
40 minutes from NYC and 20 minutes to the beach. Hey, you can do that here, except for the NYC part.
And the beaches are not.
The beaches are way colder here.
They're colder, but they're gorgeous. But yeah, no, New York obviously has it's great. A lot of pros. Our winters are not cold here, so some people like that, some people don't.
Yeah, property tax is one of those things, right? What do they say? The only two things in life that are certain are taxes and debt.
Yeah. Drew should go on Hot Ones. Oh, well, just kidding.
It's funny you say that. We have. It's actually one of my favorite shows, like by far. The second on Thursdays when that show drops on YouTube, I download it immediately. By the way, I have YouTube Premium. That's how I download it. I don't really get it. I support them. But I actually have some of the bomb hot sauce in my fridge right now.
Yep. He's actually eaten chicken wings. It's very hot.
Yeah.
There are about 5 minutes of him like contorting.
Oh yeah, I took that video off my channel though.
No, but I'm in real life.
Oh okay. There was a video we made
Yeah.
a long time ago.
I think you get through it just because he knows, because it's like a competition. Cookies USA, I'm in healthcare, so I have to stay in NY, New York. Better, of course. Do you mean like the healthcare industry is really big there, or is it because you want to partake in helping others there?
Oh!
Hoosier says, can you play the Mario Brothers original?
Oh, like just straight up.
Right now? Well, he has only N64 right now, right?
I have a launch box build. I could get it in here. Let me,
I think I have it on a. How much time do we have?
I mean, until the little
the
one
baby
gets
comes.
home.
It's coming here soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Round 2, it says, do you have any favorite gaming channels?
I think I have it in my coin ops next.
I have a question for Round 2, who lives in London, England. What is a under the radar thing to do? Not necessarily in London, but I mean, we could general London area that is maybe under the radar that people tend to miss, but it's like you gotta do. ArashTube is here. Yo, Drew Talks.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
what's
ArashTube.
up?
What's up?
So I think I'm gonna play it on. I'm gonna play. He wants me to play the original Mario, but I mean, don't give me any hate, but I like to play the
Super Mario World?
All Stars.
Oh.
It looks a little better.
How about with Super Mario World?
Super Mario World?
Mm-hmm.
He asked for the original.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
I'm gonna play the original just with slightly better graphics.
Oh, I'm sorry. Non-gaming channels. What are your favorite non-gaming channels?
Oh, non-gaming channels.
I actually really like, what's that one where it's like they give you infomercial, like the Kavachka bitch, or
Whoa, what?
The one where they give, like, it's all research based. It's like, it's called, somebody help me out. It starts with a K.
What do
and
they
they
do?
like all videos on the coronavirus and what's the meaning of life, and like they get into like really deep topics. And it's all research based.
just Google on your phone.
What do you want me to Google? It's a very broad. Drew?
It is. Is this controller not down? Okay, I need to switch controllers here. And I do not want to mess with that right now.
I'm not sure.
My favorite one.
Is when girls try on swimsuits. God and Bro. Oh, okay. I've seen God and Bro. I've seen a YouTube channel where they put dogs in swimsuits.
Okay, but then other than that, Vice, Vox, Hot Ones. I actually like watching Tfue. I think he's pretty good. I've occasionally watched him play Fortnite or whatever he's up to. And then the World non-gaming, the Tetris.
Is this game not working or?
Oh wow, this is running some like old school stuff. Oh wow, using my keyboard, that's why. Alright, let's try this.
So it's 3:30. You've been on for about just over an hour.
Uh-huh.
What's your normal?
Alright, we'll wind down. Let's see if we can get through like the first few worlds.
Okay.
Player 1 up. Oh.
They're saying the game sound is pretty bad. That's God and Bro. What do you mean God and Bro? Like the game that we're currently playing? He's currently playing? ArashTube says, how are you guys? How is quarantine? We are good. Quarantine is probably the same for everybody. We're just
Is it working now?
staying home, going on hikes, hanging out with our big dog.
Oh, did I do Mario Bros. 3? Whoops.
How are you, ArashTube? How was quarantine for you? We're obviously hanging out with the baby too, of course.
And what was the last? Oh, non-gaming YouTube channels. I watch a lot of YouTube though.
So there's a lot. And a lot of what YouTube recommends me. Unfortunately, I follow the algorithms.
God and Bro is saying that the game is pretty loud, and then he said yes.
Yes to what?
I don't know. Yes, sir. Same for you, RSH2?
just going for speed here. How far can we get?
Going small, it's a bold move.
You know how we do. You know, it's actually, I was watching Summon. Oh, I like Summoning Salt, and I like the game historian. Oh, he said non-merge. I feel like
Well,
the
I guess
8-bit
the
guy.
game historian isn't super.
And the 8-bit guy. I like speed runs. All this stuff is super fun to watch. Are we out of questions?
I think so. Maybe it's time to.
Wrap it up.
Wrap
You don't
it
think
up.
we can beat this whole game by
No.
the time we...
Definitely not.
But what if I won? Okay. Let's see if we can get more. Yes, sir. What are you calling sir?
You. I think that's There's two boys. I think.
The boosted boy.
I think the little one's home.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We made it to World 4 in 2 minutes. I think that's a record. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to jump off now. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed what this was, a little Q&A. Leave your questions. If you're watching this after the fact, you missed it, it's all good. Just leave your questions in there. We'll see if we can come up with it later. I'm always looking for new video ideas, so thank you. And thank you for the anime recommendations. And stay tuned. A lot more tutorials and other videos on their way, especially right now in quarantine. You know, this is, you know, I enjoy doing it and I have a little extra time, so we'll continue doing it.
Oh, and last round to it. Thank you. We went to Edinburgh
We
a couple
did.
years ago. We loved it.
I would say that's my favorite. It's in my top 3 favorite cities.
Yeah.
Like, it is just, it's a beautiful city.
But they went for, is it the Fring Festival or did you mean Fringe Festival? Well, we can Google it. But thanks for the tip. Hopefully in the near future, the world won't be a shutdown.
All right, y'all. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we'll talk soon.